Today, I'm going to be releasing every wide receiver in the NFL to see how the season plays out. And when I say every wide receiver in the NFL, what I really mean is every team's best wide receiver. But I mean, as you can see, every team's best wide receiver is currently a free agent right now. So it should be interesting to see how this plays out. But anyways, I mean, you guys know the deal. We're going to sim to week 1 and see what happens. And after simming to week 1, I mean, the landscape of the NFL has changed completely. Because as you can see, I mean, we have Jamar Chase on the Denver Broncos. Justin Jefferson went to the Raiders. Amon-Ra St. Brown also went to the Raiders. So the Raiders might be a terrifying team to play. But anyways, CeeDee Lamb is on the Lions. Tyreek Hill is on the Cowboys. We got McLaurin on the Jaguars. AJ Brown is a Pittsburgh Steeler. Mike Evans is a Viking. London's on Washington. Adams is on the Ravens. I mean, yeah, the wide receiver situation is kind of nuts right now. But anyways, I mean, after seeing how loaded the Raiders wide receiver room is, I feel like they've got to be the first team that we use. It looks like they also have McConkey. I did not realize that. If Geno Smith can play well, the Raiders honestly might have the scariest offense in the league. But to start off the season, they're going to be taking on the Patriots in week 1. And it looks like the Raiders are going to be starting this game off with the ball. So, I mean, I'm just going to hand it off to Genty and see what he can do. It looks like we are going to get stopped pretty quickly though. We actually ended up losing yardage there, so that is definitely not a great start. But I'm gonna see if Jefferson can maybe get open for us. That's gonna go for a huge pickup right there. So Justin Jefferson's gonna bring it all the way to the 40. Dude, if the Raiders had like a better quarterback, I'm not saying Geno's bad. I mean, with the roster that these guys have, he is more than capable of bringing them to the playoffs. But if they were to have like a superstar quarterback like Jackson or Allen or something like that, I mean, this would probably be one of the best offenses ever. Because I mean, obviously on top of the wide receivers that we kind of just got, I mean, they also have Brock Bowers and Genty. I mean, I guess Genty really hasn't proved himself yet, but I feel like that guy is probably going to be a superstar. But anyways, I'm going to try and go for Jefferson here if we can even get the ball off. That was picked. That was a great decision to put that one in the air. I mean, in my defense, I thought that we were going to be able to put that over him, but apparently that was not the case. Either way, though, I mean, our defense got a stop and we still scored. So we're up 7-0. And as you can see, we're back in scoring position. I mean, Jefferson honestly might bring this one back. We're down to the 2-yard line. So one more solid play should hopefully be enough to punch it in for a touchdown. I mean, I'm just going to keep it on the ground with Genty and play it safe. And it looks like we're actually going to get stopped. I mean, not only did we get stopped there, we lost yardage once again. So that's going to back us up to the 4-yard line. And it's also 3rd and goal now. So I desperately need somebody to get open. And thankfully, we're going to have Amon-Ra St. Brown. So that will extend this to a 2-score lead for the Raiders right before the half. And after that, the Patriots did kind of claw back to make this game close. But either way, I mean, the Raiders are going to hold on for the 7-point win. So they're going to be 1-0 to start off the season. But anyways, that's going to bring us to week number 2. And the next team that we're going to be using is the Denver Broncos, who now have Jamar Chase and McMillan. So, I mean, this is another offense that has potential to be very terrifying. But in week 2, we're going to be taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And the Colts did start this game off with the ball, but the Broncos defense was able to get a stop. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what this team can do. It looks like we've almost got the first down with Nix. I want to try and go for a shot with Jamar Chase here, though. So I'm hoping that he can get away, but worst case scenario, actually, I think we've got him, man. That's going to be a pretty big pickup right there. I mean, if Bo Nix can play well, him and Jamar Chase have the potential to be the scariest duo in the league. But hold on, that was a pretty solid pickup on the ground right there from Nix. But as I was about to say, I mean, there's still some pretty scary quarterback wide receiver duos that we got to check out later. But anyways, it is 3rd down, so we got to make sure we pick up the first here. I'm gonna try and go back for Chase right here, but at some point I do want to try and get McMillan involved. That's going to be a pretty big play right there though, man. That brings it all the way to the 9. So I mean, we are more than set up for a touchdown right now. I'm gonna run a double slant. I'm hoping McMillan can get open, but if not, I might just go for Mims. We had him, but he dropped it. I mean, if that was Chase, he definitely would have been able to bring that one in, but McMillan's still a rookie, so his attributes aren't like crazy or anything like that right now. But It looks like we are still gonna bring it in with Chase, but we're at the 1-yard line. I was hoping that was gonna be the touchdown right there, but either way, it's 3rd down, but we only need 1 yard. So I'm hoping that we can find a way to punch it in with Dobbins, and it looks like he's gonna be good. So that will give the lead to the Denver Broncos first. And after that, things just got even worse for the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, the Broncos are gonna dog walk them 31-14. So Denver is 2-0 now to start off the season. But anyways, that's going to bring us to week number 3. And the next team that we're going to be using is the Baltimore Ravens, who now have Davante Adams. And it looks like they do have a pretty tough opponent in week 3 because they have to go up against the Lions, who are currently 2-0 right now. And up to this point, I mean, it looks like it's been a neck-and-neck game against the Lions. I mean, we're all tied up at 17 with like 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Derrick Henry's going to bring it to midfield right away, though. I'm gonna hand it off to him one more time and see if he can get another good run going. But after this, depending on the field position, I'll probably try and put in the air. And that run did not work out nearly as good as the first one. So I guess I'll try and go for Davante Adams this time, and hopefully he can get away. But I mean, if not, we have Lamar Jackson, who should be able to go for a pretty big run. Adams is gonna drop it. I thought he'd definitely hold on to that one, but that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So we got to make sure that we get 9 yards here. I think we should have him on the slant route, though. So that's going to be a first. And that brings it all the way to the 35-yard line as well. So I'm just going to hand it off to Derrick Henry again. And this time, again, he's going to get caught. I mean, ever since that first run, it seems like the defense has kind of been on him because he has not been able to get a lot of yardage since. But, oh, dude, we're going to get sacked, too. It's 3rd and 20. And to make things even better, we got struck with delay of game after that. So it is currently 3rd and 25. If we actually find a way to pick up the first down here, I am going to be absolutely amazed. But I'm just going to try and throw up a prayer to Adams. I mean, yeah, we couldn't even get it off. Thankfully for the Ravens, though, I mean, after that, our defense was still able to get a stop. So either way, we have a chance to take the lead here. And now there's only 3 minutes to go in the game. So we're getting down to crunch time. This defense has still had us on absolute locks in the second half, though. I mean, it seems like whatever we do is getting shut down. We've got Bateman, though, so that's probably one of the biggest plays we've had in the second half. Or I shouldn't say second half. We had some good plays in the 3rd quarter, but since the 4th quarter started, I mean, we've done pretty much nothing until that, but I'm going to try and run a double slant. I think we actually should have Adams again. So that's going to bring it to the 11-yard line. I'm going to try and just keep it on the ground with Lamar. If this one works out, we might be able... Yeah, never mind. I was going to try and go around. If we could have gone around to the left, I mean, that probably would have gone for a touchdown. But either way, we still got 5 yards. So I'm not mad about that. And I'm pretty sure Bateman's gonna have the touchdown. So that's gonna give the lead to Baltimore. The Lions still have plenty of time to come back and tie it, though. So hopefully the defense can get a stop. And the defense was able to get a stop. So Baltimore is barely gonna hold on for the 7-point win, which is gonna move them to 2-1 on the season. But after that, I went ahead and simmed to mid-season to see how things were playing out. And up to this point in the NFC, it looks like the Lions are the #1 team with a 6-1 record, but the Eagles are right behind them at 6-2. And in the AFC, it looks like the crown still belongs to the Denver Broncos, who are currently undefeated at 8-0. But anyways, the last team we're going to be using before we sim to the playoffs is the Lions, who now have CeeDee Lamb and Stephon Diggs. And in week 9, it looks like they're going to be taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And it looks like the Lions scored first, so they're up 7-0, and we also got the ball back. So I'm hoping we can take a 2-score lead here, and we're going to have Stephon Diggs wide open. That actually might go for a touchdown. Hold on. Nobody's gonna catch us. So Stephon Diggs is gonna be in for a very quick touchdown, which will make this a 2-score lead for the Lions. And after that, our defense forced a fumble, and we are now all the way down to the 3-yard line. So if we can score here, I mean, this game is quickly gonna start to get away from the Vikings. And this time we're gonna have CeeDee Lamb in for the touchdown. So we are already up 21-0, and it's not even halftime yet. And after that, I mean, it looks like the Vikings did actually play a lot better in the second half, but either way, it seems like this game was too far gone because we're still gonna take it 27-9. So the Lions are now 7-1 to start off the season, but now it's time to sim to the playoffs and see what happens happens to end off the year. And to end off the season in the AFC, it looks like the Denver Broncos are going to get the #1 seed with a 14-3 record. Buffalo's right behind them though. I mean, they also went 14-3, but it looks like the tiebreaker went to Denver. And in the NFC, it looks like the Washington Commanders are going to get the #1 seed with a 13-4 record. But this is what the playoff bracket looks like to start things off. I mean, Ravens and Chiefs should definitely be the best game. And I thought Kansas City was going to do a little bit more than this, but so far, I mean, their offense has been pretty much shut down the whole game. I mean, Baltimore hasn't done a whole lot, but we're still winning 14-0. Or I shouldn't say we haven't done a whole lot. It's just we haven't scored as many touchdowns as I expected. I mean, coming into this game, I thought it was going to be a shootout, but either way, oh, hold on. I think we should just keep this with Lamar, man. We're only going to get 5 yards. If I put in the air, though, I mean, there was a pretty good chance that was just going to get batted away. So I feel like that was still the best decision. I'm going to run a double slant here, though, and Hopkins is going to have the first down for us. Having Hopkins and Adams on the same team is actually crazy. I mean, I know they're not really in their prime anymore, but just imagine those two in the same wide receiver room like 5 years ago. I mean, who would actually be able to beat that team? But anyways, I mean, that stop's going to set us back quite a bit. It's 3rd and 15 right now, but I think Bateman honestly might... Oh, dude, we ran into Andrews. If we didn't run into Mark Andrews, we definitely would have had the first down, but I'm gonna go for it either way. And I'm gonna try and go for Andrews because he needs a chance to redeem himself, and it looks like he's gonna do just that. So 5 yards to go, and we're in for the touchdown. I'm gonna try and end it off right here with Adams, and it looks like he's gonna hold on to it for the score. So that will extend this to like a 3-score lead for the Ravens. And after that, it looks like Baltimore was able to hold on for the win. So we'll take it 24-7, which is going to send the Ravens to the divisional round. But after simming through the rest of the wild card round, in the divisional round, it looks like the Ravens play the Bills, the Broncos play the Patriots, the Commanders play the Falcons, and the Lions play the Eagles. And this time we're going to be using Washington, who now have Drake London, and they also have Brandon Ayuk, who might have a very quick touchdown right there. That's going to give the lead to the Commanders. I mean, I was not expecting him to get that wide open, but I'll take it. So we're going to be up 10-6, but now we're coming back out here in the 4th quarter, and up to this point, I mean, Atlanta's been putting up a really good fight. We're all tied up at 20 with like a minute and 30 seconds to go, but we have great field position. So if we can score a touchdown here, I mean, obviously we're going to have a late lead, but the thing is, Atlanta's been using a lot of timeouts. I mean, they still have one left, so I'm just going to bring it in, because either way, they would have still been able to stop the clock. So there's still going to be a minute and 23 seconds to go, but thankfully for the Commanders, I mean, it looks like their defense was able to get a stop after that. So they're going to take it 27-20, which is going to send the Commanders to the NFC Championship game. And after simming through the rest of the divisional round, in the NFC Championship game, it looks like the Commanders are going to be taking on the Eagles, and the Ravens are going to be taking on the Patriots. And I guess we'll just stay using Washington for this one, because the Ravens should be able to take care of the Patriots pretty easy, but for this game at least, I mean, honestly, I feel like the Eagles might have the upper hand, even though Washington has the #1 seed. Eagles got more experience, man, but I'm gonna keep it on the ground with Edwards, who is gonna get a decent gain. I mean, nothing crazy, but we'll bring it to the 34-yard line. So we're looking all right now, but I want to try and go for London. I think we should have him right there. He's gonna hold on to it. So that's gonna bring it all the way to the 23-yard line. I'm gonna try and go for a shot, but honestly, I'll probably... Oh, never mind. I was gonna just go for Hurts because I didn't think anyone would actually get open there, but Debo's gonna bring it all the way to the 3-yard line. So we are more than set up right now. I mean, one more solid play should be enough to do it unless we get sacked. That is gonna set us back quite a bit, man. I really hope that doesn't end up being a drive killer, but if we can't get a solid gain here, I mean, dude, we fumbled the ball. Philly's playing really good right now, man. We might be getting held to a field goal. I mean, it's gonna be pretty difficult to pull this one off. I mean, we're gonna have a decent gain, but still, we're gonna get stopped. I mean, we're all tied up at 14 right now, so I'm not gonna risk anything stupid. I'll just take the field goal, because either way, this is still going to give the Washington Commanders a 3-point lead over Philly. But unfortunately for Washington, after that, it looks like the Eagles were able to come back and win this game. So that's going to send Philly to the Super Bowl once again. And no surprise, it looks like the Ravens were able to beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship championship game, so we've got Ravens versus Eagles in the Super Bowl. Real quick to end off the season though, I mean, it looks like Patrick Mahomes is going to be bringing home MVP, but in the AFC, Jamar Chase is going to win Offensive Player of the Year, and in the NFC, surprisingly enough, it's going to be going to Chris Godwin. And I was expecting a much bigger fight out of the Philadelphia Eagles, but Baltimore is currently winning 28-0 with 2 minutes to go in the game. So obviously Baltimore is going to be winning the Super Bowl unless Philly can somehow pull off the greatest comeback in NFL history, but I guess I'll just bring the defense out because there's really not much more we can do on offense. That's if we can even get the ball back on offense. But at this point, my goal is just to try and go for a shutout. And we're gonna get an interception, which definitely puts the game away. I mean, it was over before that, but that will guarantee a shutout, potentially. I mean, I guess we'll see if Philly's even gonna attempt to burn any timeouts. I mean, if we pick up the first down here and they don't do anything, it looks like they have basically just given up. So this game is over. So all Baltimore needs to do is take a knee, and that will cap off a very dominant performance in the Super Bowl. I mean, I can't even remember if a team has ever been shut out in the Super Bowl. That could honestly be the first time. If not, it's the first time that's happened in a very long time. You really don't see that too often, but Baltimore will take it 28-0. So obviously they were the most dominant team of the video, which makes sense. I mean, they have a deeper roster than everyone else, but as far as wide receiver rooms go, I mean, the Raiders definitely took the crown for that one. But as you can see to end off the video, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are going to be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. I mean, speaking of that Raiders team that had Jefferson, Bowers, Genty, and St. Brown, I mean, they didn't even make the playoffs, which is very surprising. But either way, that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got my TikTok, Instagram, and my second channel all linked in my description. But other than all of that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.